Hello everyone and welcome to this brand new tutorial series for Python beginners by Knowledge Doctor. So in this tutorial we discuss about if and else statement in Python. So let's get started. I already created a file in my Jupyter notebook. So here is it. So you can see a Python 3 kernel in my Jupyter notebook. So first let's talk about what actually if and else statement does. Okay. So for example, if the syntax is easy, so it should be Python. Otherwise, it should be C++ or C or Java or C Sharp. Okay. So any programming language, but you know that Python is so easy and syntax is so easy. So here's the condition. Okay. So for example, if syntax is easy, so it should be Python. What's it? It should be, let's say, Python. Okay. So otherwise, it should be let's say C or C++ or Java. So what is it? So if the syntax is easy, so it should be Python. So otherwise, it should be C, C++, Java, or other programming language. Okay. For example, your friend you discuss about this sum called mathematical operation. Let's say even or odd number. So this number is even or odd. So here is the condition. What is it? There are some conditions. So if this number is divisible by 2 and the remainder will be 0, so this will be even number. Otherwise, it should be odd number. So here's the condition. Okay, so let's try to implement it fast. So if the syntax is easy equal true, so this will execute only Python. So let's create a variable. Let's say syntax easy equal true. So if the syntax easy is true, so it should be Python. So let's say if syntax easy equal true, it will put here a colon, okay, and enter. So you can see the cursor, I mean this identity block is go not here, is go in this side. I mean, so it's called the identification block. What is that? Identification block. If I try to print it, let's say if the syntax is easy, so it should be written in Python. Shift enter, you can see Python. But when I remove this space, okay, and shift enter, you can see here expected and identity block. So in Python, it's called the identity block. There is no semicolon, okay, and there is no curly brackets, okay, and you have to must put here an identification block. So if I put here and run it again, so you can see Python. So else, for example, so if the condition is true, it will execute Python. So else mean this condition will be false. For example, this will be executed and return me, or let's say print C or C++ or let's say Java. So let's execute it. You can see Python, and if I try to okay, I can see C, C++ or Java. Okay, so when we are printing something, it's not belong to this if or else statement, so this will be executed. So let's see. So let's print it here. Something, let's say programming language. Okay, you can see C, C++, Java programming language. So why should it print the programming language? Because these programming language statements are not belong to this if and else statement. Okay, so if you're trying to add some multiple if and else statement, okay, I mean if statement, you have to simply put here else if, okay, or you simply put here elif. Okay, what's that? Elif. So let's say syntax equal, let's say easy, equal, let's say true. And you're trying to print Python 3, okay, or put here, let's say Python 2, okay. Shift enter, and what's the problem? Syntax is okay. I am getting some mistake here. You can see C++ Java, okay. If I try to change it as a true, and you can see Python 2, so it doesn't print the Python 3. Why? Because in the if and elif statement, for multiple statement, if the one condition is true, so this will only execute this line, okay. What's that? If will only execute this line on this one. So if we're trying to make it false, you can see Python 3 only, okay. If we're trying to make it true, okay, and make it false, okay, so this will execute only 2. But if I put here true, so this will print only this one, because Python uses interpreter of any other programming language, okay. First it check the condition, okay. If the condition is false, so it's go to the next line, okay. So if the condition is true in this line, so this will not go other line, I mean doesn't check the other lines, okay. You simply put it here, okay. So shift enter, you can see Python 2, not 3 here, okay. So let's try to make another program for checking this number is even or odd, okay. So let's put here and getting input from the user. Let's say input and taking the variable, let's say enter a number, okay, and try to make it type a string, okay. And if this number is divisible by 2 and the remainder should be 0, so it should be print number. So I'm trying to print as an even number, okay. So else this will be odd number, so print odd number. So enter number, let's say 12, even, okay. Let's run it again, 11. You can see odd number, okay. So actually here's the tutorial. We're trying to make two programs here. So first one is checking the even, this number is even or odd, okay. Here's simple program. So thank you guys for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for never miss an update.